Yes.
Yes. How are you?
Good. It is good.
How is the family?
So good.
Yes.
Sad.
And dad and mom.
Good. And the animals?
Yes, good. How are the jobs in the school? Hi.
Now, if this isn't the universe giving us a message, y'all, I don't know what this is, y'all. Look at this. You're looking at a rare white hawk, y'all. One of the rarest animals that has ever been seen. This was caught in Fredericktown, Missouri, y'all. Missouri. Does that mean the misery is coming to an end? There's been a lot of misery here on earth, y'all. And then it's right by this Holy Trinity thing. Y'all see that? Now, the most synchronistic thing that happened with the hawk is the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Now, if you know anything about Philadelphia, Philadelphia is known as the city of brotherly love, which is earth, because earth is an anagram for the word heart, which love has been missing from earth, which is the fifth element. The fifth element is love, which has been says when you see a white hawk, new beginnings are on the horizons, transformation and change. So new growth seems to be on the horizon. Now, it wasn't just a rare white hawk that was found, y'all. A rare hog-nosed leucistic snake was also found as well, y'all. What is going on? I'm telling y'all, man, there's a great shift here on the earth. The animals are sending us a sign from nature. This is one way nature communicates to us. These are new signs, new symbols, new energies. So does this mean misery is coming to the end and love is going to be filled back in the air? I don't know, y'all, but I can feel something in the air. Can y'all feel it? But let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shift. It's here. Peace in. Now, if this isn't the
That's dope, man.
I want to know what's beyond that ice wall.
Right?
Like, what's so magnificent that every country that can't agree on shit else, that's warring and fighting over resources, but came to an agreement that we're not letting these niggas beyond that wall. Like, what do y'all think is beyond that wall? I want to know what's beyond that ice wall.
For those who don't know, America is being censored to the max right now. There are literally other countries protesting for us. Ever since the shutdown, we have only been shown what's happening in America. The craziest thing about all of this is that we're literally on a red flag warning for a genocide, and nobody knows about this. People in Germany are saying this is what it looked like before the Holocaust. And now looking back, things like this are starting to make sense. It's like the whole world knows what's going on in America, and we're just so oblivious. To be able to see what's going on, we actually have to search it up now. Almost positive, apps like Eta and Instagram are not showing any of this. But notice how the news isn't either. Everybody's in on it. People from other countries, please let us know what's being said right now. We had no idea this was going on. It's like now we have to use code words just to talk. Dude, are we in a fucking movie? This is crazy. Please let me know if this video came up on your For You page, and it might be a risk, so like, share, repost now if you can. For those who don't know, America is being censored to the max right now.
You need the receipt?
No, I'm good.
All right, have a good day.
Hey, you too. Damn, man. Drinking 9 a.m.? Yeah, I work third shift. Shit.
Maybe you should mind your own fucking business.
You need the receipt?
No, I'm good.
All right.
So I know you guys seen Detroit's frozen private lake that everybody has in front of their home, but did you guys see the waters exploding through the pipes inside of people's homes? Oh my goodness, y'all. I thought y'all were supposed to leave the water dripping so the water don't freeze, but the water literally busted through the pipes. Look at this, y'all. Every single room in this house is destroyed. This is crazy, y'all. Every single day, the day after tomorrow, that movie, it draws closer and closer to us, because ain't no way, y'all. I told y'all these movies are literally talking about our lives. Where else are they going to get the information? Look at that bathtub. Oh my goodness. What would you do in a situation like this? Ain't no way I'm ever living in this place again, y'all. This place is condemned.
Gotta move out.
Look at this, y'all.
That's tough.
What? Wasn't the government supposed to fix this situation, this water problem that Detroit has been facing for quite some time now? Look at the blocks of ice leading from one room to the other. Oh my goodness, y'all. This is crazy. Yeah, the shift is here, y'all. And supposedly there's more snow heading their way, y'all. I cannot make this stuff up. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get this shit. So I know you guys seen Detroit's...
Okay, this video was taken by a man coming home from Japan. He was recording a argument and then caught something creepy on camera. Check it out.
What is that? I've just seen that too. That's crazy. What is that? Or is that just an edit?
No, because I know y'all see that. That was a full-on, like, demon face.
Any of it real? I mean, look at this. Look at it! A world built on fantasy. Synthetic emotions in the form of pills. Psychological warfare in the form of advertising. Mind-altering chemicals in the form of food. Brainwashing seminars in the form of media. Isolated bubbles in the form of social networks. Real? You want to talk about reality? We haven't lived in anything remotely close to it since the turn of the century. We turned it off, took out the batteries, snacked on a bag of GMOs while we tossed the remnants in the ever-expanding dumpster of the human condition. We live in branded houses, trademarked by corporations built on bipolar numbers, jumping up and down on digital displays, hypnotizing us into the biggest slumber mankind has ever seen. You have to dig pretty deep, kiddo, before you can find anything real. We live in a kingdom of bullshit. A kingdom you've lived in for far too long. So don't tell me about not being real. I'm no less real than the fucking beef patty in your Big Mac. Any of it real?
Say hi, bro. Like, what?
This is insane.
Say
This
hi.
kid right here got the first ever non-blurry alien footage. I'm telling you, this is some crap. But first, the news is at it again. They are airing another football type UFO thing on the news. You know what it means when they are reporting on something, right? Everyone's trying to say it's Project BB, right? Well, the news says that as well. So obviously they want you to think they're holograms. Wonder why? We'll get right back to the guy's footage in a second. And we'll also go over what I believe they are.
It's not weird, but I just had something pass underneath my wing, maybe.
It's just amazing that it's happening at the time of the Dior bags, which are still in the sky, just no one talks about them no more. Now what you really want to see.
Saw the alien, and I recorded it on my TV with a tripod because I recorded on that camera, and I can't get off the disc.
This is just the first clip, but wait till you see the second clip when it's out in the open and super tall.
Can you come out of the grass?
Notice how it ran away when he was talking to it. It's right here. He's about to zoom in so you can see it better. And it matches the description of everyone who's been abducted.
Crap. What do you want?
Pretty bizarre stuff. This is insane. This kid right here got...
Guy Pearce. I've now read the comments that you made about me, and while I would have preferred...
So Kevin Spacey's back in the media trying to act like he never did anything wrong. So let me just remind you of a few of the things that he's accused of doing. Back in 2017, an actor named Anthony Rapp testified that at a party in 1986, Kevin Spacey, who at the time was 27 years old, made a move on him when he was just 14. And when those allegations dropped, so many more followed. There were allegations from a Boston anchorwoman named Heather Unruh, who claimed that Kevin Spacey sexually assaulted her own son. Then there was filmmaker Tony Montana, who said that he was left with PTSD for 6 months after Kevin Spacey unexpectedly and without consent grabbed his crotch. There's also actor Robert Cavazos, who came forward and said that he had been touched by Kevin Spacey. And Robert also stated that all the young men that surrounded Spacey knew that at some point they'd probably be harassed by him. Then he was accused of sexual misconduct by 8 different staff members of the show House of Cards he worked on, and at this point the floodgates really opened. Police departments across the world, from the United Kingdom to Los Angeles, California, started looking into past reports about Kevin Spacey. In LA, he was investigated for a sexual assault that allegedly happened in 1992. Then another lawsuit was filed that he assaulted a masseuse at his home in 2016, and I could go on and on and on. But Kevin's had some good luck. A number of the charges against him have been dropped, people have withdrawn their lawsuits, and a number of the people who have come forward to speak about him have died mysterious and sudden deaths. But just because Kevin Spacey has never been actually convicted of one of these crimes, that doesn't mean that he's not guilty of them. This whole thing essentially has boiled down to his word versus theirs. And I'm the type of person that always believes victims, especially when you work like me in exposing pedophile rings and these pedophile predators. You always start out believing the victims and then work backwards. And if there wasn't any truth to any of these allegations, why would they have been brought up in the very first place? I mean, there's also the fact that you have to bring up here that Kevin Spacey was known to be friends with Jeffrey Epstein. He's tried to go on shows and deny it, but he's on the flight logs. So yeah, it's horrible because Kevin Spacey is indeed a great actor and he's been in some of my favorite films. But it absolutely sickens me to see people defending him when there is so much evidence of the things that have happened. And we just can't let people like this fool us into thinking that they're completely innocent. I just can't believe that those are some of the comments that I've been reading about Kevin Spacey when it's very, very clear that this guy is a pretty bad dude. And that's saying it very, very lightly.
Guy Pearce, I've now read the comments that you...
Did y'all get to see this in England, y'all? Look at this. What is this about? What is happening here? What universe are we in? Y'all see this? So I slowed it down for y'all so y'all can really see the wonder and the magic of this, y'all. It literally looks like our world is splitting. Y'all see that? It looks like the dimensions is splitting. That's plasma, y'all. That's plasma energy. Oh my goodness. Y'all see that? Look. Look at this. And it rises up like it's splitting this world. What? The guy said he looked in his window and the sky was completely orange, and he went out the front door to take a look, and then he looks back and he sees this thing. He immediately pulls out his phone and start recording, and just as quick as he got it was just as quick as it was gone, y'all. Oh my goodness. Look at that junk just spinning, trying to touch the heavens. Oh wow, man. The shit is here. We be telling y'all this. Why something great isn't happening, y'all? I can see the shift. I can feel the shift. I can hear the shift. But where is it at? It's still going, y'all. This is part of the process. You get to be part of the greatness as well. That's why we have all these eyes out there to look at the sky to see what's going on. Not just the sky, but the water as well. But amazing times we live in, y'all. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Like, comment, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue.
So I heard this guy say this because he said our alphabet is a spell in itself. And this is how he explained it. So it's the A. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's trying to get your attention. A, B, and C, death. Like you're seeing death. You know? So it's A, B, and C, death. D-E-F. G, your G, which is your inner God, your inner G, is hijacked. H-I-J-K. L-M-N is element. Element is under operation. O-P. Your questions, Q, questions are at rest. R-S-T. Because he said the U has been changed to the V, okay? And then they doubled it, even though in the English language we say W, but in other languages they say double B. But anyway, we're back to our alphabet. So they doubled the U, and then they X'd it. Why? To keep you asleep. Z's. What y'all think about that? I mean, like, I can say it again if you want me to, but y'all can also rewind it. But tell me what y'all think about that. So I heard this guy.
That's kind of deep. I'm not gonna lie, dang.
Every single emoji, yo, literally, I think the original 72 emojis that they created for the Windows PC, Mac, iOS, everything.
Yeah.
Those emojis, they're secretly demonic sigils.
Oh, really?
So, do you ever hear about the lesser, I think it's called the Lesser Book of Solomon?
No, I haven't.
So there's this book, you know King Solomon in the Bible?
Yeah.
He's the one that was able to tame every single demon. And he wrote a book, and in the book, he wrote these sigils which would control, but also summon certain demons.
What the heck?
And guess how many there were?
72
exactly. So secretly, every single emoji, fam, is actually a demonic sigil to summon a demon. Check this out.
Wait, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Let me see.
So every single emoji,
like even a laughing emoji?
Every single emoji. Look at this.
Whoa.
So you see that? The X is on the eyes. You see this?
Oh, it like recreated, but this is his actual thing.
Now check this out. Boom. Remember the smoke one? Yeah, yo, it's not even like by accident, because this shit could feel like an accident, but look, you're telling me that's an accident?
Oh,
you're telling me this is an accident?
No, that one.
The crying emoji with the tears and it makes the exact sigil? Come on.
No.
Stop playing. That's real. Look at this one. With the teeth? Yo, it's not a game.
Yo.
This shit is real.
So like the original 72, he was already drawn out.
It's all the same, fam. Look, with the eyes, the glasses,
My goodness.
with the teeth. Look, you see the two? The teeth.
What the?
Yeah, fam. This is not a game, bro.
Shit, bro.
Yo, red alert.
Yeah,
like, yo, that has red alert. Why are we allowing this? The zipper? Down to the zipper fucking emoji, bro. That's wild.
Oh my gosh, bro.
So this whole time, us sending emojis may have been summoning demons. That's fucked up.
No, don't put it like that.
Everyone in Hollywood has to be shaking in their boots right now. Jaguar Wright just won a Freedom Fighter Award from the government. You can't tell me something's not getting ready to come down pipelines. Like, this is actually pretty big. Hollywood, I would be scared. One of Diddy's attorneys quit this morning. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think Diddy's cooked. I thought he was cooked before, but the fact that Jaguar Wright won a Freedom Fighter Award, y'all, something is getting ready to come down the pipelines, and I think it's gonna be bad. I think it's gonna be real bad. Am I the only one that thinks this? Tap in, y'all, because I can't be the only one that thinks this. There's no way I'm the only one that thinks this. Everyone in Hollywood has to be shaking in their boots right now.
Microsoft have just shocked the world after announcing that they have created an entirely new state of matter. Yeah, you heard that right. It's not a solid, liquid, or gas. It's a phase of matter that only exists at the quantum level, called a topological state. So, what the hell is a tech company doing making scientific breakthroughs? One very important reason: quantum computing. Because yes, while we're all currently talking about AI, there's another less spoken about pursuit that would drastically change the world as we know it. And after Microsoft's quantum chip breakthrough, which I'll get into, it now seems more possible than ever. Let me explain. Remember that scene from Endgame when Tony Stark asked Jarvis to run a bunch of different simulations to see if his models would work for time travel? Well, essentially, that's the capability of quantum computers. Currently, if scientists wanted to create, let's say, like a new material that self-heals, so that buildings would just fix themselves, or clothes would stitch themselves back together if torn, well, they would have to trial and error their way through the discoveries. They'd mix a bunch of chemicals, test their properties, and hope to find something useful. But this can take years. However, kind of like how Jarvis did with time travel, quantum computers could step in and simulate a bunch of different materials at the atomic level with extreme accuracy, predicting their properties before they even exist. Essentially, they could exponentially speed up that trial and error phase. And that level of problem solving could tackle so many issues we face today. A cure for cancer? Sure. Climate change? Why not? Nuclear fusion for potentially limitless clean energy? Sure. But where the hell does Microsoft come into all of this? Well, they just said that the chip that they created, the Majorana 1, has the potential to hold more computational power than all the combined computational power that exists on the planet. And it fits in the palm of your hand. Yeah. And they were only capable of achieving this because of that new state of matter that we mentioned earlier. The topological state, and it is wild. Now, because Majorana particles hiding quantum information from environmental noise means nothing to you, think of this new state of matter like this. If normal states of matter are like ink on a paper, where a small mistake like smudging it with your hand ruins everything, a topological state is like a tattoo, where even if the skin stretches or moves, the design stays intact. More simply put, this state of matter is more resistant to errors, and this stability could help Microsoft solve the biggest problem we currently face with quantum computing, which is error correction. And while this is a genuine breakthrough, we're not like fully there yet. It's more of a we made the engine moment rather than we just made the entire car and you're ready to go. They would need around 1 million qubits to start solving those real world problems at scale, and currently they've created about 8. But it's still damn impressive. Microsoft have just shocked the world after announcing.
Man, they got all this technology. They ain't doing nothing for the people. Like, get out of here, man.
One of the fastest ways to get a read on another human being is how often they're blinking. If a person is blinking fast, it's a sign of high stress. If they're blinking really slow, it's a sign of focus. So if I talk to a psychopath in an interrogation room and they're very focused on prey, so we call that a prey focus, their blink rate will almost be a 0 because they're going to manipulate somebody. If I talk to somebody who's being deceptive, their blink rate can go up to like a 75, 80 without us even knowing it. So one of the reasons that blink rate is so reliable is that it's unconscious. We don't realize the shifts in blink rate and we don't manually control it very well. And if all that I would ever need to teach somebody, you don't have to count or know how many times per minute it's going on, is if I'm in a conversation, I'm going to start the conversation and say, is the blink rate normal? Does it look fast? Does it look slow? So what I'm really looking for in human behavior are changes. So if I'm on stage, and if let's say I'm doing a keynote, and across the room, I'm making eye contact with all these people, and I start seeing an increase in audience blink rate, I know I need to change the subject or change the topic right away. One of the fastest ways to get a read on another human being is how...
Do you ever just walk by somebody and think, that person looks like an alien? Do you ever just walk by somebody and think,
I ain't gonna lie, some people you walk by don't be seeming real. I would say that, or they just, I don't know, they're just not tapped in, or they just gone, you know? They just in the matrix. They ain't got no creativity, nothing, just blank.
Never give a person more than 3 chances. That's the Trinity. That's cosmic. Never give nothing more than 3. That's why it's 3 strikes and you out, because it don't take more than 3 times to do nothing. I'm giving y'all the science behind 3. Never give a person more than 3 chances.
Y'all, the girl said when I'm done eating and I go outside, she gonna beat my ass. Bitch, I'm about to be eating all day. I don't feel like fighting. Y'all, the girl said when I'm done.
Yeah, nah, I'm about to be eating all day. I don't feel like fighting. What?
Don't just experience reality. Let reality experience you. Most people live in a loop of the external world controlling their internal world. And this is keeping you in a trap of constant negativity. The external world is nothing but a mirror of what's happening inside your consciousness. So if you let the external world control your consciousness, you're going to live in a loop of negative manifestation. But once you control the inside world of consciousness, you'll start to see this reflect inside of your material world. You see, the materialized world is just a materialization of your consciousness. Your current life circumstances are just a materialization of every past thought and emotion you thought in the past. You are a result of your thoughts. Take control of your mind and emotion, and you will take control of your physical reality. Don't just experience reality.
Kids today, like your kids and my kids, are never going to buy a home. Here's why this is happening. There's three big companies, BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard.
And they have a monopoly on a lot of the housing market, right?
They own everything. BlackRock has $10 trillion under management. The GDP of California is $3 trillion. So they're 3 times the size of California. The California economy is the 5th largest in the world of all nations. Those 3 companies own 88% of the S&P 500. So they basically just own everything. And now what they've decided is they want to own every single family home in our country. If we continue it on this trajectory, they will own 60% of the single family homes in our country. They pay nothing for money. Like if you're the richest person in the country, BlackRock's cost of money is 30% lower than you. Their credit is so impeccable.
Oh, I see. They have like 900.
Yeah, so they're competing against our kids. They got the better than the best credit rating. It's like socialism for the rich, and this barbaric, merciless, ruthless, savage capitalism for the poor. Kids today, like your kids and my kids, are never...
Sounds like he knows some stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
We're coming out of the age of Pisces, which is fish, and we're going into the age of Aquarius. Watch the water, observe the water. You hear that phrase, watch the water. A big change happened in 2012. So moving into a new age takes quite a few years. It doesn't happen like that. You move out slowly and you move in slowly, the transition. What's the hurry? You got over 25,000 years. You just have to remind yourself that you're lucky because you chose to reincarnate at this time and be here to become a spectator of what is happening. One of the big changes that happens every 25,000 years or so. We're here to observe these changes. We're coming out of...
Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Because they try to control the narrative of this timeline shift and your reality, and they trying to make sure that your energy is placed with them and not with yourself. So you keep living outside of yourself and you're not living inside yourself, and you're dealing with so much emotional shedding, which is happening because we are in the year of snake, the year of the wooden snake, and it's the 2025, which is the year of completion. They tricking you to feeling stuff that ain't in your reality. Because we're going through this stage of shedding, our hearts are open, like we're really open right now. We're almost like new and fresh. Emotionally, we're on a cleanse. And this is the perfect time for a distraction. This is a perfect time to play on your emotions and get you invested into something that's not in your reality. When the moon is new, there are new opportunities. There are new possibilities of realities that you can tap into that is of higher timelines for yourself, that is the most greatest good for you and the collective as well. So you sitting here invested in a world that's burning, a reality of a vibratory rate that we've been complaining about for a long time. So now emotionally, you need to take time for yourself. You need to take time to shed. So when this new cycle of springtime comes along, the actual new year, you will see that the Most High has never left this planet, has never left any experiences that has happened here. Y'all been wondering how they able to get away with this free will stuff. Is because when our energy is enacting with them and what they want, and if their world is burning and and everything is messed up and we're trying to fix everything, Source is like, okay, since you're asking, I will fix this for you. When really the intention of what you're trying to fix is to keep you cycling in the same experience. So you have to make a choice. Moving forward, where are you going to be at? In their world or in your world?
Bitches be lying about the most cruddy shit, dog. You can go through my phone. I don't talk to nobody. Ain't nothing in my phone. I ain't no reason to lie to you. Yeah, bitch. And I'm right here chilling with John Cena. Yeah, me and John Cena right here chilling.
But stop.
Bitches be lying about.
What? Nah, you true, man.
We now have footage of what the moon looks like when you are beyond the ice wall, which we got from this video from 2012, which shows a guy in Antarctica near the ice wall looking up at what must be a different side of the moon. Now
That's
here's
not the
the
moon.
actual video.
That's the
If you
moon?
Look closely at the moon here. It looks
No way
as
that's
if
the moon.
it's in the shape of a salamander. And if you've heard anything from my other videos, there's this whole theory that the moon is actually a reflection of all the land on Earth. So what we see is actually sort of a map in the sky. So whatever this salamander-shaped continent is, it must be what the land looks like over here. And maybe it could be a giant salamander even. And I'm not going to explain this all again because I've done that many times in other videos, but basically there's this map from World War II that the Germans had, and it was based off of the moon. It was a reflection of the moon, and they drew all of our continents onto it, as well as secret ones that were far off in the west that were behind an ice barrier. We now have footage of what the moon looks like.
One in the comments said, "What's the point? You still have bills." That comment just stand out to me. That's I had to read it. Like, what? Like, he got a point though. He got a point. But this video is kind of crazy though. Yeah.
I think that the show, the OA, was waking people up. I have never seen any other show that had so many people feeling like they had changed somehow after watching it. The OA premiered in 2016 and was canceled after just 2 seasons in 2019. And I feel like at least once a year since it's been canceled, the petition to save it gains momentum. To me, that begs the question, what was the real reason it was canceled in the first place? This show seems to especially resonate with people like myself who are interested in spiritual growth and expansion. And it's no surprise when the OA covers topics like NDEs, parallel universes, interdimensional travel, origins of consciousness, precognition, spontaneous healing, to healing emotional trauma, ethics and science, dreams and telepathy. This show covers a lot of ground. If you haven't finished this show yet or you're in the middle of watching it, pause this right now and come back to this video later. Not to mention that the excessively meta ending of season 2 has us all feeling like we're living in season 3. The OA's creators, Britt Marling and Zell Manglage, have said that this show was conceptualized to be 5 seasons. And all indications are that the last 3 seasons of this show were going to be amazing. Listen to this quote from Jason Isaacs, who plays the character of Hap on the show. I knew exactly where the 3rd season was going to go, and it was utterly brilliant. When they told me the end of season 2, I went, wait guys, are you actually sure? That sounds nuts to me. What can you possibly do afterwards? So they sat me down and told me, and 15 minutes later, my jaw was hanging open. I cannot imagine how this man must feel walking around knowing what was going to happen next and not being able to tell anyone about it. I also feel like I remember an interview where Britt and Zell said that all of the answers for all 5 seasons are in season 1. What does that mean? I say we all do the movements so we can go into the dimension where the OA gets the ending that it and we all deserve. Save the OA. I think that the show...
Is it possible to spot a lie?
Yes, it's possible. It's very difficult. Most people can only spot a lie with 54% accuracy. And this is important to know about yourself, is we should not overestimate our ability to spot lies. We are usually not good at it. So it is very important to give someone the benefit of the doubt because you don't know. It's very hard to spot. It is possible there are certain statistical cues to deceit. There are cues that over and over again research find liars typically do, but not always. Like there's no Pinocchio's nose. There's no one cue that means someone is lying. But there are a couple cues that come up over and over again. One we already talked about, the question inflection. It's very suspicious if someone is speaking and all of a sudden they ask a question, if they're not actually asking a question, right? Like if all of a sudden you hear the question inflection used on a statement or a number or a boundary or a timeline, that's when I'm like, let's double click on that for a second and talk about that budget. So you mentioned the number was 500,000. Where does that number come from? Let's talk about more. And I want to hear if I'm going to hear it again. So that's a double click for me. That's like, let's make sure that I heard that right. Let's make sure that you feel confident about it. Where does that come from? So that's just a little red flag that says dive deeper. Nothing is a sign of lying. It's just a sign that you should dig deeper. So question inflection. A volume drop is another vocal cue of deception. So when we're anxious or nervous, we will lose volume and we lose breath. I always know what part of a sales presentation makes my entrepreneurs the most nervous because they lose volume during that part of their presentation.
Is it possible?
Everything
you may want to have or be or experience in your life must first be seen in your mind, felt in your heart, and embodied in your actions. Everything.
I don't know who need to hear this, but you gotta take the pain, bro. Distracting yourself ain't gonna last long. You're gonna be out and about. You're gonna be in the gym working hard, mid-set. You're gonna be at the club partying, dancing, having an amazing time. And that shit just gonna hit you. Your heart just gonna start aching because you can't get that person off your mind. And that's okay. That's okay. When somebody leave us or we going through a hard breakup, that happens. You gotta take the pain. You gotta let yourself feel. You can't just bottle in your emotions. You can't just sit there and act like you not hurt. Some days you gotta hide it, because some days you gotta put in that work. Some days, emotion is not the answer. Feeling is not the answer. I understand. I'm not saying don't go out there and chase your dreams. I'm not saying don't go out there and lock in. But for one, you should already be doing that when you with somebody. For two, sometimes you gotta sit in that dark room and you gotta take the pain. You gotta let a few tears roll down your face without wiping them off. You got to. Because how you gonna heal properly if you can't just let your feelings out? You can't just express yourself. You can't just be vulnerable, whether or not that's with someone or whether or not that's just to yourself. But you can't sit there and distract yourself, and you can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm fine. No, you not fine. No, you not okay. Is it okay? No. Over time, will it be okay? Yes. But is it okay right now? No. So yeah, chase them dreams. Go to the gym. Work hard. Sometimes you need that hurt to push yourself a little harder. But don't forget, that shit don't last. Like, that shit don't last long. Because you may forget. You may forget for that split second. Man, you're going to be hitting that top set at the gym, going crazy. And then you're going to be like, damn, like, I'm really, like, progressing in life and this person not with me. Now you back sad again. Because you're going to have them down days. You're going to have your days where you up and you forgot. And you're going to have them days where you down low. And that's fine. But we can't hide the fact that we not hurt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who needed.
Hey, that's the realest stuff I heard today. I ain't gonna lie. Dang.
So when someone's looking at you, but they're not really looking at you, you know what that feels like, don't you? And a lot of psychopathic people, a lot of narcissists do that. So part of their face pretends to be interested in you. They are looking at you in the eye, but they're not really looking at you. They're thinking of something else. They're seeing in you what they can get out of you. They're seeing you as an object. Eyes are hard to lie. They tell you something. Now, actors, very skilled actors, can kind of create some of these impressions. But one thing that they can't fake is the tone in their voice. And actors will tell you that it's the hardest thing to actually consciously control. So the voice of a person tells you a lot about their confidence levels, tells you a lot about, how just about their general emotional tone, about their character, about who they are. It's very difficult to fake. And when it's hesitant, when it's like stammering, when it's not, you can kind of sense something from people's voice, and it's very hard to fake. And then the smile tells you 100 different things if you know how to read it. There's the authentic smile, which I'm not going to fake right now, but it lights up the whole face, like you really feel joy. You can't fake it. Your eyes go up, your cheeks go up, everything kind of connects together, right? The fake smile,
Yeah.
We've all seen the fake smile.
Just when the mouth goes up and the rest of the face doesn't bother.
Stephen, I really like you. You're wonderful.
Exploring the Reptilians. Part 1. There's a theory that a powerful, ancient species has lived among us for centuries, hidden in plain sight. Some call them the Reptilians, a highly intelligent, possibly interdimensional race said to influence humanity from the shadows. Described as tall, humanoid beings with reptilian features, they are often associated with underground civilizations, ancient myths, and mysterious historical accounts. Some legends suggest they have advanced knowledge of energy, consciousness, and even genetic manipulation. While mainstream science dismisses their existence, strange clues keep surfacing. Ancient carvings, global myths of serpent-like gods, and unexplained reports from those who claim to have encountered them. Are they real, or just another legend lost to time? Are the reptilians real, or just another ancient legend? Some say they've been here for centuries, hiding in plain sight. Others believe they control far more than we realize. What's your theory? Drop your thoughts below. Exploring the reptilians.
Do you need something to help you to stop eating meat? I can help you. So, if you want to still eat meat, you might want to skip this video. I'll give you a minute.
So the Matrix is a bunch of programs within our subconscious that makes you identify yourself with this material world and makes you believe that this system actually exists. For example, money doesn't actually exist. It's just a belief. It's a piece of paper with a belief behind it. But that belief is giving power to the piece of paper, and that piece of paper controls you because of the belief. So essentially, the Matrix is a bunch of mental programs that control you and make you act a certain way in this world. The way you leave the Matrix is by getting rid of their mental programs, but we need to do this on a mass scale so we can all leave the Matrix because we're under the collective consciousness spell. Okay.
I was today 8 years old when I found out that Michael Jackson the whole time was saying, I'm going to say it one more time and I'm not going to stop. I'm going to say it one more time and I'm not going to stop. Our dumb asses thought they were saying, Mama say, I'm not going to stop. Mama say. I was today 8 years old when I found
No, for real, bro. I never knew that's what he was saying. I'm sorry. I never knew that, though. Like, it's crazy. Wow. How many of y'all knew that? I ain't gonna, I just learned that today.
They must have swapped Kevin Gates out in the same lab they swapped Gucci Man out in. Because who the hell is this? Who was this fine tenderoni right here? This ain't the Kevin Gates that I know and heard of. It can't be. He don't look nothing like himself. I recognize the voice, and I watched the video so long and so intensely it repeated, and I didn't even realize it. I'm like, who the hell is this? It say Kevin Gates. This ain't Kevin Gates. This is not Kevin Gates. I don't know who this man, I don't know who this young, fine, tenderoni athlete is. It's definitely giving NBA player in a prime.
This is all alleged.
We rented this house, and we were watching LeBron play. And after the game, it had to be like 10 or 11 o'clock. So we getting ready to party. Mind you, it's all adults. There was a 13-year-old or a 14-year-old teenage Latin girl that was there, and I think she had to leave because she had school and she had to do homework. But she brought her mother with her, so it was no funny business going on, which I could respect that. So when 11 o'clock hit, we turned on the music, we started drinking, and then out of nowhere came these young children. I don't know where they came from. For a rap party at 11 o'clock at night, drinking, loud music, and us dancing wild. Like, I don't know where these kids came from. And then I happened to sit down because I was dancing with one of the assistants. And I sat next to this child, and the child sat next to Beyonce. So I hear B say something about, doesn't this look sexy, or isn't this sexy? And in my mind, and mind you, I'm not awakened as I'm awakened now. So in my mind, I'm like, what did she just say? And then I didn't pay no attention to it. And then, obviously the liquor took hold of me and I had to leave. So I said bye to everybody and left. But those kids remained. I don't know if those kids were from the photo shoot themselves, but the fact that these kids came around adult.
This is all alleged.
Shoot. We really
25. Let's see. So you're going to take the month, the day, and the year 2025 and add up each individual number till you come to one number. Now that you have that is called your personal year number. This is for my people elevating mentally in their life, not for the ignorant people. Keep scrolling. Now everybody else, number 1. So if your personal year number is 1, this is your year to take risks. Even if you don't think you have enough money, time, energy, effort, or resources, this is your year to do it anyway. Think of this as your initiation year. Anything that you have previously have been putting off, whether that's moving, breaking up, making up, quitting, etc., it may be time to do that in 2025 for you. Personal year number 9. Your 2025 is all about cycles ending. Finally, this is your year of closure, completion, letting go, reflection, soul searching, transformation, and renewal. In that order, I might add. And if
What do all these picks have in common? What do all these picks have in common?
Did y'all know that when y'all pass away, y'all is not supposed to be getting put in the dirt? That is an insult to your soul.
Wow.
When you pass away, you supposed to make your body back ashes. That's why they say ashes to ashes, dust to dust. They be up there talking about ashes to ashes. It don't be no more fucking ashes. It be a whole body. When you pass away and you go back to the dirt, full body form, you are binding your soul. You're locking your soul 6 feet under. Did y'all know that when y'all...
So you got a point though. I ain't gonna lie. We I don't think we should be doing that anyway. It's crazy. We do that though.
99% of the people in the world that do martial arts don't give a shit about ninjutsu. You know what I mean? Most people do MMA or boxing or kickboxing or some form of karate-do or whatever. I mean, we're talking 99% of people in the martial arts community thinks ninjutsu is a joke. Only the people in the ninja community takes ninjutsu serious. Nobody outside of the ninjutsu community really takes ninjutsu that serious. They think we're dressed up as black in black outfits and we're running around at night, you know, LARPing. And to a certain degree, we are dressed up in black running around at night and having a good old go, you know what I mean? But we're not doing it because we're trying to be some sort of like, you know, cosplay or something like that. We're doing it for a reason. See, what separates ninjutsu, the beautiful thing about ninjutsu, as opposed to like, say, karate-do or aikido or judo, is that our specialty lies in things that they don't. 99% of the people in the world that do martial arts
from your DNA. So right here we have cymatics. Cymatics is literally a pictorial or geometric based way of seeing what sound looks like. They're all very beautiful, right? But wait. This is what certain types of DNA looks like from, I guess, an aerial point of view, if you were to look at it from top down. Doesn't that look so familiar? Like, isn't that just this? If you have been in the spiritual community for a while, this is not news to me and you, but to a lot of people, this is fascinating news because this means we can heal using sound frequency. Now, I don't know if you know this, but years ago, there was this woman, I believe, she created a machine, a way to kill off cancer cells using sound frequency. The sound frequency, like a radio wave, is tuned in to the same frequency as the cancer cell, and it would zap away the cancer cell but leave the other healthy cells unscathed. Yet that research has now disappeared. She's not talking about it anymore, don't know where she went. I hope this woman is safe. But there have been so many sound frequency healing techniques used or tried to be used in the past that just, you know, is not talked about anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if this video suddenly disappears. This is why the hertz of music you listen to is so important. There have been so many rappers documented in the past. I'm pretty sure one of them was Ice Cube. Correct me if I'm wrong. They and he once said in an interview, and I'm paraphrasing, but it's very similar. They are paid to talk more about drugs, hedonistic lifestyle, you know, perpetuating all of the 7 sins to a detriment, so it can program the mind to make people act that way more, to make people entranced in that kind of lifestyle. Music and sound is like a spell. You know how we're speaking out loud right now? My voice is vibrating, it's creating vibrations. That is a spell, it's spell work. You are spelling out the intentions. And these major companies, these major music companies, pay these rappers to rap about these hedonistic things. So if we can reverse that and use the hertz and the vibration and the frequencies of music, sound, voice for good, for healing, oh, I think we would have a major quantum leap in terms of medicine, in terms of personal healing, in terms of psychological help as well. And I really do hope with the age of Aquarius that is coming, or is already here apparently, this is going to be the new shift in helping humanity, because everything else that we have tried in the past, it works, but it doesn't work that well. And if you didn't know, the first thing to have ever been created by God or Source was actually sound. Don't believe me? I'm not even religious, but the Bible itself said God spoke. That's the first thing God did. And the first sound that was ever made by the universe was Om. There's also a reason why cats purr when you have illness, sickness, cancer cells. They're purring away your illness using their voice vibration and frequency. So the next time your cat purrs on your lap, know that they're trying to help heal you.
Ain't nothing like motherfucking cooking. Especially when you start that motherfucker right off in that toilet. That toilet turkey gonna be good and tender, bitch. Ain't nothing like motherfucking cooking. Especially when you start that motherfucker.
You know who was really in power, would you say it?
What?
You knew who was really in power.
Good afternoon. I don't know if y'all have been paying. O.J. Simpson killed a white woman in the 1990s. Killing a white woman in the 1990s is like 9/11 every single time. Okay? You can't do that in America. Are you crazy? None of his lawyers dropped off the case. He even did a high-speed chase. And his lawyers already knew what was up. None of them dropped off the case. They got him off. I still don't know how. Now, I need to know what that lawyer could have possibly saw that made him say, yeah, I want nothing to do with this. He already knew about the 10,000 bottles of baby oil. That was week one. He saw the video of him beating his girl. He heard the stories about the underage individuals. He even heard about the freak-offs. None of that deterred the lawyers from dropping off the case. But randomly one day, one of them said, under no circumstances can I represent Mr. Diddy. Yeah, whatever they say you did it, Mr. Diddy, man. Yeah, you did it. I don't care. Don't put me on a jury. You're going to prison if it's up to me. You're going to be prison. Yeah, you're guilty as charged if they put me on that jury. Please don't. I'm letting you know right now. And I already told y'all, karma is uneven. It's unbalanced. It's unjust. It's unfair. Remember when you grabbed those adult individuals from the band and made them walk across the bridge 1 o'clock in the morning to get you a cheesecake because you had a little sweet tooth at night? Yeah, this your karma. Now you finna be somebody a little cheesecake in jail. Have a nice day, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Whatever they say he did it.
It's tough.
Man, imagine getting that phone call that.
I'm saying though, what's up? What you want to do? What the fuck you want to do? Oh, don't grab me, cuz. Don't grab me, that motherfucker talking crazy. What you talking about, bitch? Yeah, we is gonna take over the world, bitch. I'm saying though, what's up?
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off right here. I got another video for you guys tomorrow. You guys stay tuned. Just be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. You guys have a good rest of your day. Peace.